So it's after we pass out ribbons, after everything. They don't do that. They don't do it the way they used to. Before, we used to just run them. I have them here. And we would just hand them out. Now they want the control, in other words. They want control.
My question is what time frame? They've been bombarded by other, schools.
And then I stopped doing it because it took forever.
That's true.
Well, I mean, because I'm just saying, because they've been hit by other schools across the valley, I guess, or whatever you want to see it. So
As the attendance committee, it's up to us to see what we want to do. This is optional. We don't
Do we
have to
go
do
with
this.
coupons? I was gonna say, do we have to go?
No,
with
we don't
coupons?
have to. We can decide if you guys want to do an additional incentive to this, or do you want to just leave it as is with the incentive and their ribbon?
We have the ribbons. Yoli's always gave it to me, but it's only for before Christmas. So I would always give them out the first 9 weeks. And then I know Gaddy's also was very generous. And then Miss Cisneros would also get them from her friend from not Garinos, the other one. No, what's the name of the one that she would get that she has a friend?
Roadhouse?
I say we just, I don't know, leave it like
they're very-
this. I mean, if they're already getting something, out of it.
It's up to you guys. We don't have to.
And that's why we stopped, because it was
Yeah.
very hard.
I think
I
it's fine.
I think
I
it's
had to
fine.
do-
What do y'all think?
I had to do the leg walking myself.
Right, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Because
Because I think we all do our own incentives in the classroom anyways. Like I do
Okay.
a weekly thing
too.
and
Me
do
too.
a classroom thing. So
Okay, we don't have
Yeah.
to.
Free homework.
Okay, so
There
then
you
we'll just go
There
ahead
you
and
go. Yeah. So
We'll
maybe
go and
instead of that,
scratch.
like it's to the discretion of the teacher, maybe like no homework
homework
class, like you
class.
said, or
Yeah.
5 minutes on the computer
The
and
next-
stuff like that.
Yeah, the
Okay,
next
so
one
we
was
can
for
do that.
weekly incentives. Yeah, go ahead and scratch the coupons.
Yeah.
The next one is for the weekly incentives. And so for the weekly incentives, they are wanting us to have a weekly incentive per grade level. Or, I mean, if you guys, some of you have your own thing going on in your classroom, that's fine. Just as long as you have something weekly. And so
Okay.
I know 5th grade last year, what they used to do at the end of the week, if you had perfect attendance all week, you had extra time to play, and that was taken right after recess. So right when you're picking them up from lunch, they would go play, the others would sit out, and it would just, it flowed very
So
well.
it has to be
So it has to
after
be-
recess?
No, it's your discretion.
But
It's
it
your
has to be
discretion.
weekly, not monthly.
Can I
No,
make a
it's
suggestion?
weekly.
Yeah, go
At
ahead.
LFE at one point, I don't know if you remember, we did a no uniform pass. The
Oh,
kids that
that's
were
good.
here Monday, we would have like a checklist.
Mhm.
The kids were here Monday through Friday. They would get a no homework pass. I mean,
No
no
uniform.
uniform pass, and they were excited because they want to wear their
Their
cool
cool
outfits.
stuff.
Mhm.
And so on Monday, we would give to them on, I think, Friday, and then on Monday was
They
just
could
the
wear it.
designated day. Like,
Right.
they couldn't pick whatever day, just Monday was like no uniform pass.
Oh, that's
know it's-
awesome.
They forgot.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
if
and
they forgot.
if they forgot it, that's it. Like,
That's
you
it.
could only
It was
use
just
it that
that
one
one
day.
day.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So you can only use
It
it that
expires
Friday.
on that 1 week. No. You
No.
give it to them on Friday because they were
Oh,
here
they
all
use
week,
it
and
on
then they have to
Monday.
do it on Monday. If they don't, that's
Oh,
it.
okay, so it expires. So, I mean, that sounds like a great idea.
Because they have to wear, they want
Yeah,
to
they wanna
show off
wear
their
their
little
shirt,
outfits.
they wanna
Yeah.
wear-
It's different.
The girls
And we don't have
wear
to
their
spend
dresses.
anything on it, just printing maybe the coupons, but
Fonts.
no uniform,
See,
no uniform pass.
Because I go with that, because that's like not only an instant gratification bill, but it stands out for others to see. And
So
some of
who
the
she's
other
wearing
kids-
is regular
Exactly.
shirt.
Why does she
They
wear
should
that?
know
If she
if
was
you're
here all
gonna
week.
get like a certificate to go get
Right.
a little scoop of ice cream,
Yeah.
versus,
Yeah.
your nice.
It's true, you could say,
outfit.
why is she, man, why did she get to wear that? Well, she was here all week last week.
Oh,
and
they're
then
gonna
that's how
strive.
they-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. I don't see why not. I'll get it approved from Miss Grimaldo,
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there.
And just let us know. because
That sounds
way-
like a really
If you
cute.
let her know today, that way we can
Yeah.
say it, because those
Yeah.
kids that have already had perfect attendance
That's
so
true.
far, we can get them.
But also at the same token, for us to all have the same passes.
Exactly.
So that it's
That way they print them out
consistent.
for
Yeah, that's no big deal. We can
That's
do
cute.
that. Cool, that's a cool thing.
And then I just added student advertisements, which is our posters. So if you haven't put them up, just put them up whenever you have a
I
chance.
have
It's not a
it.
big
I'm
deal.
already almost done.
And then the last one is communication logs. I just wanted to get a feel of what you guys thought as far as communication logs and where you were on that.
Unaware.
Mhm.
I'm not aware because they can't change that. And if anybody up there want to see it, they have access to it.
I mean, I know that as we're each here from each grade level, how do you guys feel about monitoring the logs? Is that a good way? Is that an effective way? Is there another way to do it? How do you think? I know that it's going to be done regardless,
Yeah.
but do you think that the paper pencil communication log is a good way to?
Well, it's a lot of, we're not all savvy. I know she taught me one time, but I still
I
can't.
can teach you
No,
again. It's
no,
super easy.
I know, but this
It
is
takes
just
you-
something
you know
that we
what?
have by our.
As you're
phone.
talking to your parent, as you're talking to them,
Oh, why
and then you just click save, and it's there.
So, Lemar, aren't they taking away a where? Didn't they tell us not to, que se iban a borrar
They
todo,
said,
quién sabe
yeah,
qué,
but
right?
you can print and
Yeah,
just
that's
keep
why I
your-
want to use it porque I always do it in a where, and then this year they said, oh, we're gonna do it. They're slowly taking it away, so
That's there.
dice que se van a borrar.
Yeah, it's
My
there.
log's on Word, like a regular
Yeah, mine
Word,
too.
and I just update it, but I type it in because it's easier to print it out. Like, oh, you want it right now? Okay, here you
Here
go,
it
print
is.
it out. There
And
you
is
go.
that like
me.
you have like a format, like a
Oh.
specific
It's
format?
the same form. It's just on the
On the
computer,
Word.
and I just
You
type
just
in
type
the
in
date
the-
and
Oh, I
date.
see.
Did you
date
send
and
it to
time
us,
of day.
Veronica?
Yeah, I can
You
send
sent
it
it
to
to
you.
us? Okay, that would be
Yeah, that would
awesome.
be
And then
awesome.
you just copy paste like however many times you need
Uh-huh.
the actual
Yeah.
form. So you have like I have my AM class and I have my PM class, and I just go in there and type it in. As soon as I talk on the phone, like I'll go in my computer, and it's always on my desktop. So like it's
Cool.
just easy.
Yeah, because sometimes, and that way you have it on computer when you go home, because I call parents at home.
Mm-hmm. And you just put the date on
Yeah.
there and
Okay,
it's updated.
awesome.
Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys
Thank
coming.
you.
Is there anything else that you have or any ideas? Also, Marvelous Monday. Are we doing that? Has it been mentioned?
If I call it
It's
on
on the
Tuesday,
Oh, it is on the weekly.
It's on the weekly, Marvelous Monday class.
Okay.
Yeah, mine are not on Mondays, right? So mañana.
They're a terrific Tuesday.
The-
They're a
the-
wonderful
the-
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's
It's a wonderful
I don't
Wednesday.
get it.
Or a fabulous Friday.
Friday.
Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming.
Yes, before y'all leave, I said prayer. I just, when you get home, just, it's really bad. It's bad. Just keep, there's a lot of children that are trapped, a lot of people that are trapped. And it's bad.
That's your
Great job, Val.
Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you.
I know, this,
Thank you for coming.
I guess, oh yes, I really wasn't doing my job.
No, Miss Betty, we
No, Miss Dara, you did a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah, all right. But they really did it, I mean, they really changed